Hey guys, welcome to Authentically Charlotte. If there's one thing you need to know about me, it's that I am Harry Potter obsessed. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I'm probably the level above obsessed, and I don't even know if that's possible. So I thought it'd be perfect to put my two obsessions of food and Harry Potter together to make some sorting Hat Cupcakes and some Butterbeer. I have already done the official Pottermore quiz, hence the reason I'm wearing the Gryffindor jumper now. Also, I've been to the making of Harry Potter a couple of times, so I do know what Butterbeer tastes like, and I kid you not, the recipe I'm going to show you today is exactly like it. It's amazing. It will blow your mind. So, let's get started.
For the cupcakes, we're going to put 175 grams of caster sugar into a bowl, along with 175 grams of self-raising flour. Apologies for the halo of light, but I didn't realise it was there until editing. But it could be a sign these cakes are heavenly, because spoiler alert, they are. Then you want to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Sorry guys, that's the only magic involved whilst making these cupcakes. Next up is 175 grams of butter and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Then you want to add 3 eggs. As you can see, I've already started mixing, but I forgot about the eggs. Don't forget, I'm only a muggle. I advise that you add the eggs in one at a time. This makes sure that they are definitely incorporated in the batter. Fill the cupcake cases up to 2/3 full with batter. This ensures the cupcakes will have space to rise, and again, this is the only magic you're going to get whilst making these cupcakes. For the chocolate buttercream, you want to put 400 grams of icing sugar into a bowl, along with 200 grams of butter. You should always mash your sugar and butter with a fork whilst making buttercream. This ensures that your buttercream will be nice and fluffy. And all you need to do to make it nice and creamy is whisk. When your buttercream looks like this, you need to sieve in 5 tablespoons of cocoa powder. To make this buttercream even more chocolatey, you want to add 100 grams of melted dark chocolate. And don't forget to add the 40 millilitres of milk. All you need to do now is whisk. As you can see, I'm quite a messy baker, but it still tasted amazing, so what does it matter? This is when it starts to get fun. You want to melt 200 grams of white chocolate and divide it into 4 bowls and add the house colours. Green for Slytherin, blue for Ravenclaw, yellow for Hufflepuff, and red for Gryffindor, aka the best house. To create the house revealing magic, you want to cut off the top of the cupcakes and cut a hole in the centre, but remember, always be careful with knives, as we unfortunately don't have Madame Pomfrey on hand to help. Then, you want to fill each of the cupcakes with the house colours. Put the icing we prepared earlier into a piping bag and pipe your cupcakes. I'm using a star tip, but you can use any tip you like. This only needs to be a thin layer of icing, as we'll be putting the caramel sorting hats on top. Talking about the sorting hats, you will need 2 bags of soft caramels. First off, you need to roll your caramel into a ball. But beware, they're really sticky, so I like to keep them in the fridge so they don't melt as quick. When your caramel is a similar shape to mine, you want to use your index finger and roll towards the end from the centre. This will create a cone shape. But remember, you need to be patient, as it can take some time to create the perfect shape. When your caramel begins to form a point on the top, you want to roll it between your hands to soften the edges. Lightly push the bottom of the cone so it is nice and flat. This will make assembling the hat a lot easier. You will want to use a skewer to create the hat's face. Create a line at the bottom to imitate the mouth. Then using the tip of your skewer, you want to lightly push up to give the hat a bit of texture. For the sorting hat eyes, you want to make an indentation at 45-degree angle on either side of the hat. Then use the point of the skewer and wiggle it back and forth to widen the hole. Also, whilst you're making the hat, you want to use your fingers and ever so slightly push into the sides to add a bit of texture and make the hat a bit more realistic. I'm not quite sure why the camera didn't focus, but that's how you make the top bit of the sorting hat. And now, let's move on to the rim. Roll a caramel into a ball. Then, using your index finger, push down to flatten the caramel. Using your index finger again, you want to rub in circular motions to flatten and smoothen the caramel out even more. But because you're creating friction, the caramel is going to melt, so just be careful of that. Like I said before, your caramel is going to melt, so use a spatula to get it off the surface. Then, using your finger and your thumb, you want to crimp the edges. To assemble, all you need to do is put the two pieces together. Then you want to get your finger and your thumb and twist the end. Now, for the butterbeer, you want to put 4 tablespoons of butter into a saucepan, along with half a cup of double cream and half a cup of brown sugar. I also put 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract in, but I forgot to record it. Don't forget, like I said before, I'm only a muggle. Boil the butterscotch sauce for 5 minutes and constantly stir. In a separate bowl, add 1 litre of cream soda. And the homemade butterscotch syrup we just prepared. Mix the butterscotch syrup and the cream soda together until they are fully combined. The white stuff on top is just the butter reforming. But all you need to do to get rid of that is to sieve it. When your ingredients have fully combined, your butterbeer should look something like this. For the top of the butterbeer, you want to add 200 ml of double cream to the bowl and whisk. Sorry for the cloudy footage, but I had to film this bit on my iPhone as my camera ran out of charge. And yes, I am crazy by whisking this cream by hand. It took me forever, and I mean forever. Then all you want to do is add 2 tablespoons of caster sugar, mix it in, and then you're done.
And that's how you make my sorting hat cupcakes and butterbeer. As you can see, I'm in Gryffindor, which is a good thing because that means I don't have to go and buy some more Harry Potter merch, because honestly I think my parents would kill me. Don't forget forget to tell me what house you're in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel if you want some more delicious content like this. Like this video if you enjoyed making me watch cupcakes, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!